Good morning and welcome to Polyclinical Services, where we help to transform lives from the inside out. My name is Paulisha Aguilard. I'm the owner and your psychotherapist. As someone who's dealt with depression, I know what it's like to feel like nobody will understand what you're going through. I know firsthand what it's like to isolate yourself from others, feeling like you're going to be judged if you talk about the symptoms that you're experiencing. I considered myself as a functioning person that dealt with depression. And when I say dealt with, that's in the past tense because I've overcome depression and you can too. I specifically work with those who deal with depression and anxiety. I feel like a lot of times we do have a point in our lives where we experience a low point, but it gets a little bit more serious when your symptoms continue to affect your daily living. And what I mean by that is if you find yourself isolating from other people, if you find yourself dealing with crying spells and you don't know what's going on, where it's coming from, if you find yourself having no motivation to complete the things that you once enjoyed, then it's time for you to seek out professional help. Depression for me was, I guess you could say it was anger turned inward. You see, I was one of those that, was always worried about what people thought. And if they didn't get the response that I felt was good and pleasing them, then I would turn it inward. I would get upset with myself. Like, what's wrong with me? Go home and internalize, and think about, what I could have done better. And so with that, even though I was always smiling, trying to make sure that everybody else was okay, inside I was very broken. And so now I want to be able to help you get through some of the things that I've previously talked about. One of the tips that I can give you in managing or overcoming your depression is acknowledging that there is a problem. A lot of times we, feel like we brush it off to the side and say, oh, well, if I'm feeling this way, it's because of something that I've done, or, oh, this is just a spell, it's going to pass away. The first thing is that you need to acknowledge that you first have these feelings of sadness, these feelings of, uncontrollable crying, and also to be able to go and speak with somebody about that, whether that's a trusted friend or loved one, or even someone that's a helping professional as myself. The last thing that I want to talk to you about is self-care. A lot of times, especially as women, we are so busy and so overwhelmed with taking care of a career, taking care of home. If you have a family, taking care of your family, and you don't really take care of yourself. And that's what I found that was really a big thing for me is taking care of other people, making sure that everybody else was okay, but neglecting my own self-care. So one of the things that I would encourage you to do first is to learn how to say no. A lot of times we overcommit ourselves to doing everything to please everybody, and we find that we're not able to meet the demands of what we've actually committed ourselves to. So setting healthy boundaries and learning how to say no is the first tip. Secondly, is something I found helpful is to be able to journal your feelings and your thoughts. Sometimes just getting out of our own head is very helpful. Writing down, things that may come up for you and being able to talk those things through with other people. The last thing is, and this is one of my favorites, is relaxation and meditation. It feels very, very good to be able to start the day and not have any of what you have to accomplish for the day on your mind. And I know that can be challenging, but I encourage you to wake up in the morning before you even take your bath or your shower or start the day, just to wake up and sort of take in a deep breath and be able to sit still in your thought. Be able to, first of all, that's going to bring you to the center. It's going to align yourself with the things that you have to do. And then hopefully it'll be able to get you into a clear focus. A lot of times we get ourselves overwhelmed with, I have to go and I have to complete A, B, C, and D. We just need to learn how to take a one step at a time. And I think that taking a step back and meditating, okay, taking in a deep breath, and then just letting that go and telling yourself that I'm doing the best that I can. Whatever that best is for you, that could be just getting out of the bed, that could be brushing your teeth, that could be showering for the day. Whatever that is for you, being able to relax and sit still in that. I hope that these tips have helped you. And I want to be able to help you a little bit more with some of the other things that you may be specifically dealing with depression. Please, if you're interested in learning more or finding out more with the services that we provide, follow me on my website. It's polyclinicalservices.com. You can click on the link and it'll take you to a little bit more about who we are and what we do. You can also schedule a free 15-minute phone consultation for any questions that you may have about the process. Lastly, you're able to schedule an appointment. I accept most major insurances. I wouldn't say all, but I am here to serve you. I'm very passionate about what I do, and I hope that I'll be able to see you soon. Thank you.